Veer was a small, gentle dog with big brown eyes that sparkled with happiness. Despite living in the rough and tough slum, he was always friendly to everyone who crossed his path. But on that fateful day, Veer's innocence and trust in humans was shattered. The mob of people that surrounded him were angry and drunk, and they took their anger out on that defenseless puppy. They beat him with sticks and poured buckets of water on him, laughing as he yelped in pain. Veer's frail body struggled to get away from the cruel beating, but he was no match for that angry mob. He dragged himself to the side of the narrow lane, his breaths coming in the shallow gasps. He was just about to give up when a kind-hearted man came to his rescue. The man saw what was happening and felt sorry for the puppy. He quickly made a frantic call to the nearest animal hospital, hoping they would come to Veer's aid. When the rescuers arrived, they were horrified by the sight that greeted them. Veer's little body was covered in bruises and cuts, and he was too weak to stand. The rescuers knew they had to act fast if they wanted to save his life. They carefully were trying to put a nozzle around his mouth, and immediately after that they lifted him to their vehicle and rushed him to the hospital. At the hospital, the doctors and the nurses worked tirelessly to nurse Veer back to health. They fed him high-quality food and gave him medications to help him recover from his injuries. Slowly but surely, Veer began to get better. His bruises started to heal, and his energy levels improved. He was no longer in pain, and he started to wag his tail again. Veer was in much better place now, surrounded by people who loved and cared for him. He was safe from the brutal beating he had endured, and he was finally getting the care and attention he deserved. Despite everything he had been through, Veer was still a kind and a gentle spirit. He never held a grudge against the people who had hurt him, and he always was eager to make new friends. The man who had called for help was a frequent visitor to the hospital, and he often brought Veer treats and toys.